Guyana's architectural marvels, the biggest projects on the horizon. Guyana is beginning a new chapter in its economic development. The country has always possessed a wealth of natural resources. The nation's industrial growth will now be fueled by its offshore resources. A demand increase of up to 30% is anticipated in the energy industry during the next few years. Huge multi-million-dollar infrastructure development projects are being implemented across Guyana in an effort to boost the country's economy and enhance the quality of life for its inhabitants. To know more about Guyana's architectural marvels, continue watching the video. For more interesting content like this, subscribe to our channel Grand Projects. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified whenever new videos are posted. Number 1. Mariko Bay. Guyana, the nation with the fastest economic growth in the world, intends to utilize its newly discovered oil and gas wealth to finance investments in other industries that would lessen its reliance on fossil fuels. Guyana plans to finance developments in mining and tourism using the proceeds from its enormous offshore oil resources. Guyana's Mariko Bay is just 30 minutes' drive from the country's main airport. The 1,000-acre resort community is located on a long peninsula of land between the Mariko River and the Atlantic Ocean, with the Caribbean Sea 400 miles to the east and the coast of Brazil to the west. The ancient Bellamy Canal cuts through the palm-covered area, making it the perfect place for the nation's first international standard housing complex. Mariko Bay is a desirable new Caribbean South American location to invest in due to its English-speaking population, which also has a significant Spanish and Portuguese influence. It also has a consistent, mild, hurricane-free tropical environment. The larger community and town site will include around 2,000 villas ranging in size from family to presidential, 1,000 luxury condominiums, a 5-star hotel, a leisure club and health spa, a hospital and international school, an 18-hole golf course, and a marina with more than 200 berths. The Mariko Bay Township was created from the bottom up with the goal of creating a dynamic economy that will provide Guyanans with a true live, work, play environment. When Mariko Bay is finished, over 1,000 shop spaces of various types will come together to offer everything required for a good standard of living. A world-class, diversified, and accessible selection of offerings will be provided by local, national, and international retailers for both residents and tourists to enjoy. Due to its special location, the Mariko Bay Resort Township will offer a wonderful variety of bars and restaurants, including cafes, restaurants, and bars located in the Central Hotel and Mall zones, parks, canal side, riverside, and beachside, not to mention the quaint atmosphere of the marina, golf, and tennis clubs. The 5-star hotel will be all about glamorous seaside living, where guests can unwind in one of the pools or sip gin and tonics on the balcony while taking in views of the Atlantic Ocean. This boutique-style hotel will be the most opulent place to stay in Guyana because of its excellent spa, delicious cuisine, elegant rooms, peninsula sculpture garden, and beachfront position. The Mariko Bay Marina will offer a base for your recreational vessel, as well as a convenient means of maritime travel along the coast to the Caribbean in the north and Brazil in the south. Number 2. St. George's Cathedral. In terms of churches, St. George's Cathedral is not all that tall, but at 143 feet tall and constructed completely of wood, aside from its foundations, it is one of the highest wooden churches in the world. St. George's Cathedral is a significant and well-known landmark in the Guyanese capital of Georgetown for 2 reasons. Aside from its distinctive wooden construction, most residents consider it to be the most impressive structure in the city, and anyone with an interest in history can see how the cathedral serves as a window into Guyana's colonial past. A number of churches were constructed in Georgetown as the Anglican Church in what was then British Guyana continued to grow. Built in 1810, the original St. George's Church was quickly determined to be inadequate for the community. However, as Archdeacon Jones subsequently remarked, the second church began its existence with a broken back. A second church was finished in 1842. The structurally disastrous clay brick structure was torn down in 1877. The ideas for the third attempt were created by renowned English architect Arthur Blomfield, initially for a stone structure with two western towers and a center tower. However, because of its cost and weight, the church's planning committee lobbied against using stone. Instead, they made a point of saying that only country woods were to be used. As a result, Blomfield mostly adhered to his initial ideas, which included the adoption of the Gothic architectural style, the Latin cross structure of nave and sept, and the central tower. But he used green heart wood from Guyana to construct the majority of the church rather than stone. One of the world's stiffest timbers, green heart is also one of the most durable, rot, and insect-resistant materials available. The rebuilt St. George's was constructed to last despite its wooden frame. On November 8, 1894, the cathedral was finished and dedicated. With a 143-foot tower, St. George's Cathedral was at the time the highest wooden cathedral in the world. Up until 2003, when construction on the 246-foot-tall Peri Monastery in Sapanta in northern Romania was completed, it held this record. The brand new St. George's Cathedral was a success, and its opulent interior with its Gothic arches, grouped columns, and flying buttresses quickly started to fill with a variety of donated items that now represent both the cathedral's history and Guyana's colonial past. Mrs. Monjet donated the exquisitely carved bishop's throne in honor of the bishop's jubilee. The brass lectern in the shape of an eagle was a gift from the Diocese of Barbados. The iron pulpit originated with the Howell Jones family, owners of the Houston Sugar Estate. Since 2017, the cathedral has been undergoing a significant repair project, and work is still ongoing. Before we move on to the next magnificent architecture, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Grand Projects, for more amazing content like this. Number 3. Georgetown City Hall. The mayor and city council have traditionally held office at Georgetown City Hall, a structure that resembles a small castle in the center of Guyana's capital. The Gothic Revival-style structure was created in the late 19th century utilizing local wood, cast iron columns, and a hammer beam roof. The City Hall, a notable landmark in the area, showcases tropical colonial architecture during a period of significant public construction. It is being elevated for inclusion on a Georgetown history route since it is regarded as one of the most outstanding examples of British Victorian architecture in the Caribbean. Georgetown City Hall was included on the 2014 World Monuments Watch list because of the deteriorating condition it is in as a result of a lack of funding and understanding of its importance. In addition to ensuring usage and long-term maintenance of the structure, its preservation would offer a chance for instruction in the regional craftspeople's traditional methods. Institutions and government organizations have supported the repair of this significant structure ever since the watch was announced. The Guyanese government agreed to pay a portion of the preservation project's expenditures in April 2014, while the European Union provided funding for the project's creation of a conservation plan in May 2015. In June 2014, a symposium and exhibition honoring Georgetown City Hall's Watch Day was held by the Ministry of Culture and the National Trust of Guyana. WMF raised financing for the National Trust of Guyana's Guyana Preservation Seminar, which featured talks from specialists in the subject of heritage. The seminar was held in June 2016, 1 week after Guyana celebrated its 50th anniversary of independence on May 26th. The event's proceedings were utilized to create a booklet which is now available to the public here. Our efforts at Georgetown City Hall will raise awareness of the location and Guyanese heritage generally on a global scale. An illustration of Gothic Revival architecture is Georgetown City Hall. It is made of wood, has 3 levels, and is rectangular in shape. One of the tower's most distinctive characteristics is a square, pyramidal, flat-topped spire with wrought iron crenellations all the way around the spire's peak. There are conical pillars all around the spire. That's all for today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comments section below. Until then, bye! Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.